by pure coincidence, I've just watched two Red Riding Hood based cartoons back to back. The previous one I watched and I've also reviewed is The Trial of Mr. Wolf, which is a Warner Brothers cartoon, and now I've just watched Red Riding Hoodwinked, which is also a Warner Brothers cartoon, a Looney Tunes cartoon from 1955. And I have to say, I preferred the other one. So I just wanted to point that out, that my opinion might be slightly skewered by the fact that I've just watched what I thought was a really fun interpretation of that tale. This one isn't so great. Maybe if I'd watched it on its own, having not just watched the other one, my opinion might be different. I just wanted to preface that because I think it's important to mention it. Nevertheless, I did quite enjoy it. It's directed by Freleng, written by Warren Foster. We have Mel Blanc as obviously various characters, including Sylvester and Tweety. And the big bad wolf, we have Foray voicing Red Riding Hood and Granny. Granny's really interesting because she sounds like Granny, the classic Sylvester and Tweety character, but she looks different. So it's kind of weird hearing her voice in a Sylvester and Tweety cartoon, but having a different physical appearance. It's not bad as such, but it is just a little bit jarring every now and then. Sylvester and Tweety fit into this quite awkwardly. I'm a big fan of anything that twists the classic tales, so it's interesting to have these additional characters, because we do have the big bad wolf character who is going after Red, Little Red Riding Hood, and Granny, but of course we have Tweety now, who is also a new prey. Tweety is actually a gift given to Granny, which is, a nice way to get Tweety in there. Sylvester is obviously going after Tweety Bird and gets in the way of things. So there's a lot going on. It's a lot busier than the classic tale. And I think it works. I think it works quite well. There were some times when I felt like things were a bit too coincidental, or maybe certain things felt a bit too forced. But generally speaking, it was an interesting interpretation. It's not the best. It really isn't. But having Sylvester and Tweety, these classic iconic characters in a classic iconic tale, is definitely something that I enjoyed and thought it was pretty decent. It's a nice use of the character of Granny as well. So if you're a fan of Red Riding Hood or of cartoons that twist the classic tale, then I think you'll enjoy it. But it's definitely not the best version that I've seen. Nevertheless, I'll probably watch it again at some point. Red Riding Hoodwinked is pretty good.